I've just made a big decision. I'm going to sell my house. It's beautiful, I'm a little bit sad about it, but you know what? I've bought and sold many houses in my lifetime, and I know when it comes to selling your house, there's lots of decisions that you have to make, and it can be quite confusing. So what we're going to do is bring you a series of video clips showcasing the sale of my house in conjunction with Haraway Brown Real Estate. Now I chose Haraway Brown Real Estate in South Canterbury because I've got fixed fees, which means I'm saving lots of money for myself, which is great. And so what we're going to do is cover the open homes, the actual auction process, and all the paperwork that you need to go through, and some of the key things that you need to think about when selling your house. So before we carry on, I encourage you to subscribe to the Facebook and the website down below. And if you know someone who's selling a house, perhaps share this video. Well, this is very exciting, Lindsay. You've got a marketing plan all together, and you're actually going to sell my house through auction. Why is that?
William, there's two key factors that I've taken into consideration when recommending the auction process. One is the property itself. It's a very unique property. The property offers a lot of opportunity to someone and to a prospective buyer. And so therefore, at the end of the day, that results in what price are people prepared to pay. If we put a price on the property that's too low, we run the risk of underselling and I suppose ultimately you missing out as far as money that could have come out of the market. The second thing which happens is the fact that we pitch it too high, and as a result the buyers aren't interested, and as a result we don't see the inspections. That's one of the key reasons why we go to auction, because it is an interesting property as far as price is concerned and what people may be prepared to pay. I suspect we're going to see some people who are at the lower end of the market, but also we'll see people that where there's competition that'll drive the price. And there's no pure and better way to sell and more transparent way to sell is to sell by auction, because it's totally out there in the open and all buyers see what's going on. The second aspect is the one of the date, is that we come along and we say, well, in the proposed marketing campaign we're suggesting to you that we auction on the 17th of August. What that means is that all the buyers are focusing on that day, we're all focusing on that day. Unlike selling by private treaty, someone may come along and say, well, I'll pay this, but then I've got to do finance or builder's report or whatever. All those conditions need to be and can be fulfilled prior to the auction day. So come auction day, all we're worrying about is negotiating the price. That puts you in a good place, in a position, because you know what's going on. The buyers also know what's going on.
You seem to be quite convinced about auctions, and how many have you done and what sort of success?
Oh, yeah, well, I've had great success with the auction campaign. Prior to coming to Timaroa, I freelanced as an auctioneer. I've called well over 5,000 property auctions in my time. One of the things that's done is I've really understood the auction process from both a buyer and a seller's perspective, and so therefore I'm able to help both buyers and sellers to optimise the process and get the best contract, I suppose, at the end of the day for both parties.
Initially, I felt a little bit nervous about going to auction because it's not the norm out there at the moment, and I'm also concerned about the costs of marketing.
Yeah, I mean, I understand your concerns. I mean, and I hear that from a lot of people that we take to auction. They say it's not something that we'd considered and that sort of thing. I think we've got to look at big ticket items around the world, around New Zealand. If it's a racehorses or art or antiques or whatever, they traditionally go to auction because of, one, the pricing factor and allowing buyers to pitch it at where they want to purchase it, and then allowing the vendor to decide whether they sell at that level. And I don't think real estate is any different, and I don't think real estate in Timaru is any different to that. I just think that auction is a great way to sell. The second area, though, that you raised is the one of marketing. And in any good sale process, there has to be a marketing content. Now, what I've proposed to you for this property is some advertising in the Property Times, a couple of half pages there, obviously on Trade Me, and the reality is that that's somewhere cost around $800, which is quite affordable based on what we're really trying to achieve at the end of the day. It's not thousands and thousands of dollars, it's only a few $100s, and ultimately I'm sure you'll get that back in the return.
Okay. And so what's the process now? There's an open home tomorrow at 1 o'clock on Friday.
Yep.
What do I have to be conscious of?
Presentation's the big thing for the open home. Everything neat and tidy. The house presented well. Let's hope it's a nice fine day. People always make better decisions on fine days, and really just give us the house for that open home period so that we can show prospective buyers through. I run a register where everybody has to sign in with their name and phone number and that sort of thing. That's a security aspect of it. And mind you, touch wood, in the number of years I've been selling real estate, I haven't ever had a security issue or something go missing. I think it's an unfair fear that some people have. But open homes are great because people get to view the home at their leisure, in their time frame, without the pressure of a salesperson sort of looking over their shoulder.
So today is the 25th of July and I've been working really hard cleaning my messy house. And tomorrow we have an open home on the 26th, which is the Friday. And I'm going to film that and upload it tomorrow night. And so if you're interested in following this process, then please subscribe and of course share this if you know someone who's selling the house.